Hello, welcome. And you're now tuned into a podcast. We don't have a name yet.
Still no name.
Still no name. And we're not going to have one at this rate. At this rate, it's just going to be the whatever podcast. We don't have no idea. I will say, people did say that they liked the Tell Me More name. But then some other people did say that they liked your... First off, before I even do any of this, welcome. Thank you for sitting and listening and watching wherever you're at, whether it be Patreon, YouTube. We appreciate you being here. With that being said, today we do not have Sayo with us.
Womp, womp, womp.
Sayo is working. She's busy. She's moving around. She will be back next week. And I was looking for someone to sit in her seat, right? And we had an idea of someone, and it was like, all right, maybe we should have them sit in the seat. That would be interesting. It would really turn things up. I said, nah, fuck that. We're gonna get Joe.
Nah, he said he said we might not ever get them to leave.
That's true. But I thought, why would we do that when we have the guy who's been sharing all these different stories about himself behind the camera? Let's have him sit here today. And today we have Joe F. We have the guy behind the cam, the guy who's helping me put all of this together. We are going to sit here and we're going to chop it up. And we hope that this is as interesting as it usually is without Sayo. I will say, I did not know that I would miss Sayo sitting here.
Yeah.
I shouldn't.
She's a vibe. She's a vibe.
Yeah, but fuck her.
Yeah. It's us now.
No, but
it's a dude cast.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't I like that we have picked up a synergy and we picked up a format of how we do this. So it'd be interesting when we have these days where I'm not available, she's not available, you might not be available. So it'd be interesting to see how we go ahead and make this ship still work. Yeah. But yeah, we got Joe sitting in today. Joe's gonna sit and chop it, and we're gonna get more conversation from him because usually he's just in the corner sneaking away, feeling like he ain't gotta say shit about shit. So today you will get Joe's opinions, Joe's thoughts. Yeah.
I got you. I was thinking the same thing, actually. I was thinking, I was like, damn, Sayo's not here. And then I really had to sit there and think about it for a minute because now we've been pretty consistent with her for a few weeks. Yes,
but if we're only 10 episodes in. This is actually episode 11. We've only done about 3 episodes without her, and it's still a fairly new podcast. I mean, it's not fairly new. It's very new. Yeah. Only 11 episodes. So to not have her here, it's kind of like, oh, all right, it don't feel right, but I like that. That means that this is the right group of people. This means that this is going to work. Joe, now that we have you sitting here, see, I know Joe came ready because Joe put on his Rico Suave shirt and his Rico Suave Jordans. He knew he was coming on camera today.
Hey, see, I always have it in the tuck. See, I came with the Air Forces. I came up with the beat ones, but I was like, you know what? Once he confirmed, I was like, all right, let me go to the truck.
Joe, let's go. We did Valentine's Day. It's past. I'm gonna be very blunt in saying.
Wait, you don't got nothing. You didn't do nothing to because we did the pre.
Yeah, but I didn't do shit. I didn't do shit. Do what? What was there to do? Single guy. There's no one to. Valentine's Day to me is not the day where you force yourself to be around someone just for the sake of being with a Valentine's.
Yeah,
that's not Lover's Day. Like Valentine's, and we joke about it. But I do think when you're in a relationship, in a real good, loving relationship, you really want to go all out on that day for your partner. I'm not going all out for anybody that I just don't give 2 fucks about on Valentine's Day. So I just decided to keep my ass home and chill.
Now, did you see anyone that you've been interested in pop out with a little someone? Because they all, I feel like, this Valentine's Day, they were
all going ahead and popping out with their new person. And I did see someone do that I was kind of surprised when she did it. because our conversations have been going the other route. But who am I to hate? Maybe she cheat. So I mean, fuck it. Hey.
Maybe it's still good. Maybe, so you don't check it off completely.
Well, no. I the one thing I will say is I have been very very concerned with the idea of messing with women who have boyfriends. Without any reason, I know niggas can go crazy. Find out that your girl is messing with a dude, and even though you should be going ahead and addressing her, naturally you're gonna address the dude and want to do something to them. And I know I can't beat everybody. And on top of that, I shouldn't be messing with another dude's girl. So that young lady will no longer be getting like responses from me. But it was surprising. It was like, damn, I thought I was about to hit. Yeah. I thought we was almost there. Like, so nah, it's done. But I did see a lot of people making announcements. I wanted to go check your page because I checked Sayo's, and Sayo's shit was just mad, like regular. It was like she ain't post her with no nigga. She ain't do that. She was just chilling.
I had a little something in the close friends.
Oh,
see,
wait, am I in the close friends?
Yeah.
Damn, I ain't
looked. Is it still up?
You're nah. The day passed.
Yeah, you lost it.
Wait, you had something in the close friends?
Oh, yeah. Just put it like
she speak English? Did she?
I was just gonna say I don't learn. Really?
Wait. So
she speaks some English.
Oh shit. Something. All right, cool.
Nah. She speaks a good amount of English.
Okay, but she's from here.
Oh my so God. You were actually through some other stuff this weekend too.
Ay, Dios mío. Okay, what happened?
No, actually, like I said, you were busy with other stuff going on back and forth online with people. Not back and forth, but I saw, your name popped up a couple times. And me, the marketing guy, I'm like, oh shit, that's because there's more attention this way.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Adam 22.
Oh, we not dignifying that with a conversation. He said something, I said something back, and it was funny.
Yeah,
it was
hilarious.
It was cool. It was that might have been my internet highlight of the week.
Yeah, that was it.
But that, you know what it is? I think people see me on the Joe Budden podcast and see me not be witty or joke back and forth with my friends or the other co-hosts and just assume that I don't or can't do it. Right?
Now you're good, especially on the internet. That's where I see some of it, especially on the Twitter. I'm like, yo.
I think people get like, I know we like to downplay maybe the talent, but I'm a writer. Like being witty is not a problem for me. I don't think that I think sometimes it's better this sounds crazy to say. I think there is a art to being witty. I also think there's an art to taking the joke and allowing the joke to exist without you needing to respond. So I do think in certain aspects, I allow sometimes the joke just to be the joke without a response. Because I just think the joke is just good enough. It doesn't need a back and forth. But him, you get fair. We can do this all day. And then even at a certain point, I was like, I'm not about to do this anymore and talk back.
Nah, but it is great, especially when someone's been meeting just to get something. You know what I mean? Like when someone's just corny and they've been like,
yeah, but you know what? There's a lot of people that deem me to be corny. We deem him to be corny. We deem a lot of people, and it's not for me to get into a thing of, oh, you're corny, so you're not allowed to. People can say whatever they want, and he decided to say something, and fine. You don't want to mind your business? I'm gonna go ahead and I don't have a what's the first thing you say to like make this kind of like chill. Like, no, I want to go to hell with you first.
Right there.
So that you know exactly where I'm willing to take this. My first response is going to probably be the hell response so that we don't even have to go any further. And that's that. But yeah, we're not going to do too much talking about homeboy.
No, like I said, the marketer in me though was hyped because, Now,
I will say this. Sir, if there is any conversation that you should be having with me, really, I shouldn't be having it with you. Think what you want about that. But there's a conversation that we could have. You shouldn't be a part of it. But there's a conversation that could go down. Anybody that knows me, they know what I'm referring to. With that being said, so let's get back to, because don't try to bring my shit up to try to skip over your close friendship.
To deflect.
Yeah, no deflection. You did something this weekend with somebody who barely speak English. Give us a rundown. What did you get into? Where did you go? Did you end the night with pleasantries?
Oh, no, I can't go into all that. But just say I'm taking a trip soon.
Oh, my God.
You want to go?
No. No, I don't. I don't want you to go. Where are we going? Where's the trip to?
Puerto Plata.
Where's Puerto Plata? Where's that at?
Dominican Republic.
Oh, my God. You're a glutton. Joe. And we're not going to spend too much time on this. We're not. But Joe.
Flights booked.
Oh, my God. Is there... Okay, now that we are business partners... Is there something else I need to know? Am I risking the sake of this growing because you are going to have a problem? I feel like before you go places with the women that you're going with,
you gotta know.
I should know and I should meet them.
Oh.
I think that'd be fair, so that at least I can say to you, hey, leave the card home. Or, hey, it's okay to take the card.
All right, so how about this then? After how many weeks of them not asking for money, is it good?
They should never ask for money.
Never?
Joe. Okay. Before we get into topics, let's deep dive into the brain of Joe.
Oh, this guy got to sit up for this one.
When you meet these women, and you definitely have a type, do you ever think at some point these women smell, they have a scent, like you have a scent on you that is giving them the, if I sit around and wait long enough, this really, really nice guy, he's going to take care of me. Do you think you give up that scent a little bit?
Yeah, but sometimes I kind of like that though.
Why? What do you like about it?
I like to be a provider, and that's who I am. That's naturally who I am. I just want it to be genuine. But
you're never going to be genuine when you keep going to the same, and not to offend the women that he's meeting, but you're going to the same pig pen, and
that's crazy.
And
that's crazy.
And then you can't be mad when you come up with slop.
I don't know. This one's straight,
This one, she's different.
Yeah, that's what they always say.
And you fall for it.
I don't fall because I'm not, we're not living there yet.
But the fact you're saying yet. Oh, man. Do me a favor. Ladies, you see Joe now. If there is an American.
Look, I got court coming up. I need a baddie to bring to court.
No, you don't. You don't need any of that. Okay, do me a favor. If you have women, if you have anything that you would like to say to Joe, not even flirting, nothing, just give him the advice that he needs. Because maybe hearing it from me is not helping. Maybe he needs to hear from y'all.
Oh, no. People tell me.
We are going to put together a campaign. Stop Joe. No more DR. We are starting it today. Please, Joe. No more.
I told her that too. I said, yo, people trying to take my passport.
Oh, my God.
She kind of liked it.
Today behind the screens, we have our young boy Giordano, right?
And he just shaking his head.
And Giordano's what? You about 21? 22, right? Young, just energetic. Doesn't say much, but you can tell he has a real love for what he's doing. And as I'm saying all of this, I hope that you're soaking in what you should and shouldn't do.
But he's Dominican.
Even better, because he has a real understanding of what I'm saying. Giordano, this do not do. We want better for each other. This can't be the case. Holy shit.
I'm going to prove y'all wrong.
All right, man.
I'm going to prove y'all wrong one day. One day.
God. All right, listen. I don't have a lot to talk about this week. It wasn't really a lot going on.
Nothing happened.
Wasn't a lot going on. We could start with the NBA All-Star game. And if I'm being honest, I didn't watch it.
Me either.
I didn't watch anything. Nothing. I think it's the first year where I wasn't excited to see any part of it. Well, I haven't been excited to see the dunk contest in years. So I wasn't excited for that. I wasn't excited for the U.S. versus the world game. I wasn't excited for any. I just was not excited about the NBA All-Star game. I don't know what that was. I don't know. I don't know if it was a matter of just the marketing of it. I don't know if maybe just the game is just soft at this point. The best part of what I did see was Brandy doing a national anthem. That was the best part of All-Star weekend for me. I didn't care. I did not care about it. I know you didn't care because you don't even watch sports.
You know, it's funny that I do enjoy sports, but I don't got the time for that shit. Nah, but I would go watch Brandy though.
Okay.
I would definitely go watch some Brandy.
Okay. The man who has time to fly on fly. You. This is what I figured out. You say you don't have a lot of time for stuff, but you'll make time for what you want to make time for.
I do like a 2-day trip.
And you're okay. And not to go back, but in your life right now, give me something that you would go ahead and put to the side to go ahead and gain a little bit more knowledge on some of the things that are probably considered pop culture. Because for someone who does this, you are not in the know of pop culture. How do you do that? And then run this business?
100%. I pay attention to just the sweet spots. But I do want to know more. But it's, again, where do people have the time for this? Like, people are watching sports. People are about the news. Like, I've been listening to y'all on the JBP. I'm like, how do y'all know all of this? Because we let the Dominican women go home. And then when they leave, we watch and we catch up. It only takes about a little bit of amount of time. Scroll through throughout the day. There be games. There's the Grammys. That's mad.
I mean, it's a job. It's a job. And for us at this point, it's a part of our job because we're talking to people who are watching some of the same things or want to know about some of the same things, and they're looking for us to give them that information. Now, to be honest with you, I don't want to be that invested into a lot of the stuff that we have to at this point. I have to make time. I'm at the point now where I'm multitasking. I will be watching a documentary and also in my phone scrolling, looking for new topics. And it's crazy. Like, my brain at this point is
continuously.
Always.
And I'm interested in. So, I do. So if anyone out there, you got a good show that's out, send it my way or something. Or even you, if you're like, hey, check this out. Watch this game.
Yeah, I think I do that. And I don't get the response back because you're probably with Esmeralda.
Nah, maybe when I'm with her, I could watch.
My God! All right,
I could watch the game.
Like I said, NBA All-Star game, All-Star weekend was this weekend, and this is going to be probably the shortest segment you'll see anywhere in podcast land about it. I didn't watch. I didn't care, and I'm a big NBA fan, but this year just wasn't appealing to me, and that's crazy because it wasn't even like I was busy. I didn't have plans. I didn't go outside I just did not care. I did not want to watch. So NBA, hopefully you get it together. Do whatever you need to do to spice this up. Maybe some one-on-one tournaments might help. Maybe 3-on-3. Just something different to make us fans again. The dunk contest is trash. I saw a clip of someone going up to the rim and busting their ass. I don't even know who the guy is. Doesn't even matter. Yo, you can go get niggas off the street at this point to do the NBA All-Star dunk contest, and I'll watch for that. I'd rather that at this point. I'm just not thrilled.
See, now that you say it, now I actually, a mutual friend of ours, Messa, I think he was there. So now when you put two and two together, I'm like, oh, no wonder he posted it. See, but I ain't know shit about shit.
Salute to Messa, but you could have called Messa and act. Bottom line is, NBA All-Star Weekend is trash. They need to do something different. They need something to spice this up. I don't know what you do. I don't know how you do it. I don't know if you need a special performer. I don't know if you need some strippers. I don't know what needs to happen for NBA All-Star Weekend to be popping again, but this ain't it. And the games are trash. So...
I'm going to be honest with you, though, too. I think even a lot of, I don't even think it's just me. I think, people, bro, they're so invested in their phones and like TikTok and other stuff that I think like even the younger generation, like, bro, who's paying attention to that? Like, where would you even get the information that is even happening? Like you're talking about, like,
from the TikToks. If you're on there and people are promoting it on there, or the NBA, and I don't know, maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're not tapping into getting the younger demographic tuned in to the way that we are usually tuned in. But it's just there's no excitement.
No.
But I won't even say that just about All-Star Weekend. There's not a lot of excitement behind a lot of things that we used to cherish back in the days. And I don't know, maybe it's the people behind the scenes not growing with the times, not tapping more into the TikToks, not tapping into whatever forms where people are getting their information on a daily basis. But
yeah, like there's no content even based around it. It's just like, I guess they just have things on autopilot. Like a lot of these things, like, you know, the Super Bowl, the Grammys, the this, the that, like everything is just on autopilot, and they don't even really like try to hit the new age. Like you think this shit is bad now when the younger kids are our age, none of this shit's gonna be popping.
Yeah, I don't know what they do, and I'll be honest with you. Sad to say, I didn't care. I didn't miss shit. So moving right along from there, I did hear something. There was a Valentine's Day episode of Justin LeBoy's show. I think it's called Respectfully Whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Gives a fuck. But salute to him and his girlfriend, Coi Leray. So they had a special episode with him talking to her, and the very first time they got together was on his episode where he interviewed her, and they've been inseparable since then. And low key, there was no need to really say, but I did see them out when I was in LA. I did see them together, and I didn't say anything, of course.
Back when you were living out there?
No, recently when I was just out there. I was just out there, and was in a little Chipotle, ordering my order, and I'm like, oh, okay, they're together. All right, maybe this shit real. Cool, no problem. But they do an episode, and I want to play this clip because Coi Leray has something very interesting to say to him. And I think I bookmarked it. I'm going to get better at this too, of bookmarking stuff. Here we go. Yeah, boy.
There's a lot of nonsense in my bookmarks.
Actually, I put it in the wrong spot. See, that's how I know I don't be on this shit good enough. Where's the bookmarks? On
the saves on Instagram?
On Instagram. Damn, this is sad. Oh, here it is. I got it.
Showing that age.
Yeah, this is fucking sad. All right, here we go.
You consider cheating?
Liking photos is cheating. Why are you shaking your head?
I don't think that's cheating.
Why?
I don't think liking a photo is cheating. That's
why though?
That's
Tell me why you don't. I don't want to cheers to that. Why?
Because you could be scrolling on your page and accidentally like a picture.
Accidentally double tap, right?
No, you don't have to double tap. If you go like this and it's the like
okay,
part of the,
so this is the
like,
problem.
Like this,
so this is the problem.
Look.
All right. I don't even need anything else to be said in that. I thought it was an interesting take from her, but more interesting was how he tried to clean it up with the accident. Yeah. Fam, there's no accidentally scrolling shit and tapping. That was a horrible defense towards just saying, yo, I'm just liking a fucking pic. I thought it was interesting for Coi Leray, the young lady, that beautiful young lady who seems to always be out dressed a little certain way and has pictures of her like dancing on stage with dancers and grinding that. Like, I thought it was interesting for her to say just simply liking a pic is cheating. I feel like new age, new era, people are now redefining what cheating looks like. I do know that when I was in a relationship, I kind of got the same energy from the lady I was with. Like, yo, why are you liking these girls' pics? Why do you need to like the pics? It's like, well, it's Instagram. And why follow them if I can't like the pic? Do we have a take it? Like,
I mean, you know what's funny? I actually just got hit with this recently, but I'm not in a relationship. So I was very easily able to just get out of it. but I definitely got hit with it. It was brought to my chat, like with the name of me circled and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, you know what? I can't like a picture, like. But I ain't gonna lie though. It ain't cheating, but it's you getting close. You getting close.
Wait, liking a pic is getting close to cheating?
It depends, man. It depends. Women know your taste. It's just, come on. We gotta be real with ourselves.
All right.
It's not cheating. It's not cheating, but it's in the wheelhouse.
Okay. What about liking a pic? Sending a DM, I'm with you. Sending hard eyes, I'm even with you there. You're being disrespectful. But cheating, you know what cheating is? Cheating is taking your actual body part. Let's talk about the physical aspect of cheating. It's taking the physical body part of whatever, the bottom, top, whichever one, and engaging with another person outside of your partner, right? I think that's a very big difference from liking a pic.
In 2026, liking a pic is throwing a shot.
Okay, what can men?
It's getting attention.
What can men do?
Nothing.
While in a relationship that can be deemed as okay with other women. Can we say hi?
It depends on the chick, right? Debatable. No, I mean, stuff like that is, but you saying hi. But also it's like, I guess if it could be deemed as a shot, like liking a picture.
Okay, what if I see a pic and I just like it? Like I just like the pic.
I guess it depends on the picture.
No, why? It's an attractive woman.
Yeah.
When I get a girlfriend, does that now mean I can no longer acknowledge that there's other attractive women?
Well, that's kind of the point that I lean on to is like, yo, shouldn't we be able to, like at the end of the day, if I'm with you, I'm fucking you, I'm loyal to you 100%. Like I'm not going to like, let's just be like totally real, right? No matter what relationship you're in, if you got a wife, husband, whatever, you're still going to find someone attractive.
Yeah.
Like this doesn't cut off just because you're with somebody. Now, whether you act on it or not, that's the issue.
I will say, I do think if you go to your man's page and he's liking a specific person's pics all the time, that could be a little bit like, all right, fam, calm down. You like, and you just liking all the bullshit pics. You just liking all the thirst trap pics. All right, I get it. You are doing a little bit much. But if a chick posts a pic and she's in a nice outfit or she fly, whatever, I'ma like it. I follow you for that very reason, to see shit like this and to let you know, hey, I like it. It's cool. It doesn't mean I'm trying to holler at you or trying to cheat. It's just, I thought it was weird. I thought it was weird, especially for someone who's in the industry, to say to her man who is also in the industry, who before getting with you, I liked pics. Now that means I have to totally stop because I'm with you?
I don't know. It's a flag. It's a flag on the plan, especially if you're someone with notoriety or whatever you want to call it. It's even more. It's like, oh, so-and-so liked my pic, and it's throwing a shot.
I would really like. Okay, so now in that regard, because women is eating coochie now too.
Yeah.
They've been eating coochie for quite some time. Can my girl like another girl's pic?
I like what you did there. I guess it depends. Would you mind if your girl does?
Oh no, see, when you're in a relationship with me, you can't eat no coochie.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sharing my girl with nobody. Like if we're just dating, cool. But once you become my girl,
she can't.
Yeah, we're not sharing. No, hell no. Okay. And I'm not one of them guys that like ever been big about my girl being into girls or thought that was hot. Like no, yeah. I don't get nothing out of seeing you eat no coochie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't get none out of it, but I don't care. Like if you, I do.
So if you got with a woman, and you found out that she's cheating with another woman, you might not care. You'll let it slide.
See, if I knew about it, that's one thing. If I don't know, then that's deception. So I wouldn't be cool with you hiding it. But if you find another girl bad or whatever, then I mean, I ain't gonna lie to it. The older I get, that does sound really corny, but I still don't mind it. I was a lot more vocal on it years back. I talked about this on my pod, but I definitely don't care. But again, you got to be vocal.
I don't think there's a world where people should allow them to make new terms to cheating. And a man liking a pic is not fucking cheating. I don't care. You would have to, you can think about the intent. You can say what I think you're doing, what I think. I don't care. What is it? Did I cheat? Did you see me with somebody else? Did you see me messaging someone else? No. Me liking a picture is simply me liking a picture. You are not allowed now to go ahead and put a whole new standard of what cheating is today on me just simply liking a all I did was this.
But it's a shot.
That's it. How do we know it's a shot? Does it have to be? Are men that women, do you think your man is that thirsty or just that caveman mentality still just stuck in his brain that he just can't like a pic and that can just be that? And if that's the case, then why are you with this man that you think thinks like that? Like, what is the purpose? Like, if you have that least amount of confidence in your man, just simply liking a pic, you should probably not be with that man, period. Or any man, period. Because most likely that's just an insecurity that you have that's just going to be transferred from the next dude to the next dude to the next dude.
You say that, and that could be valid, though, but you got to, the other side definitely could be true. It definitely could be true. Because, bro, you know what's crazy is I work in social media. This is what I do. People don't understand that power of that little like, man. Like, it's insane because it's just, there's a lot of power in that. That's definitely a shot. It's getting someone's attention. Like, and especially if you got no notoriety. The more I think about it, especially if you got that little verified shit or you're somebody you know, that is like.
Yeah, listen, I ain't asked to be verified. like if I'm popping, if I'm popping, I'm popping.
Then that makes it even worse.
So oh man.
Makes it even worse.
I pray for us as men. And I pray that at some point we will be looked at with the same grace and the same love and just the same understanding. Sometimes we just want to like something, and it has nothing to do with you. Like, our likes on Instagram should not have to be personalized to where you think now you have to worry about me cheating. I just like the pic. And most likely the person pic that I like, I'll never talk to them. I'll never reach out.
That's the point too. It's like, okay. Maybe they're, in fucking Philippines somewhere.
You always gonna go to where somebody's out of. I got you figured. I got Joe figured out. Joe got something against American women. It has to be. That has to be the only reason why you think in this man. Yeah.
Why I'm out of here?
Yeah. Nah. It has to be for sure. Moving along, we have a clip. There we go. Bookmarks. So. This week, there was a guy that got arrested in the airport, right? And I only laugh about this because I went through this. Guy gets arrested in the airport. Cops is getting ready to get everything together. His girlfriend is going to come to take his possessions. The guy asks the cop, hey, can I get my phone real quick so that I can delete some things out of my phone before? And wait, I have to play it.
Oh, wait, we got this recorded?
Can my girl get it, please? Relax, guys. Relax. Relax. I'm keeping it real too, bud. You go that far, you know what I'm saying? Nah, you can delete it for me. I'm getting my cash card. You can just delete it for me. I don't know what you're talking about with this. The cash is still in there, okay? I have to show you the cash because I'm on camera. No, that's not what I'm saying about deleting the text.
He don't care about the cash. All he wants is his phone so that he can go ahead and remove and delete things before his girl come and confiscate his stuff for him. Now, I've had this happen to me before.
Oh, shit.
I had a moment where I was going to pick up my mom from the airport, and I had my girl at the time in the car. And before you get to the actual terminal, there's a little spots where you're not supposed to sit.
Yeah.
I sat there waiting for her to come out, and officer comes through. Hey, boom, you ain't supposed to be here. License registration. I didn't have a license at the time. And I had a warrant for something else. So I'm trying to talk my way through it. Yo, boom. He's like, nah, let me get the license, boom. I get arrested. I have to leave my phone with my girl because my mom is coming out the airport and there's no other way to get in contact. So I leave it there. Didn't have a lock on the phone.
That's what I was just gonna get to. I'm like, wait a minute, like waiting for you to finish the story, but I'm like, she knows the code.
Didn't have a lock on the phone.
I remember you went through that area. Do you still not have a lock on your phone?
No, I do now. No,
okay,
because
I remember.
got past that.
I remember there was a couple of years. He was like, I don't have a lock on my phone.
Yeah, I didn't care. I just hated having to keep unlocking it, but whatever. So
that's when you're really trying to prove that you're loyal.
It still ain't mean shit. They still thought I was cheating. They didn't give a fuck. Oh, you trying to psycho?
Yeah, that's some reverse psychology.
Yeah, that's what they thought.
Like,
yeah.
Here you go.
So go ahead. I'm locked up. They take me to jail in Queens.
That shit was like Christmas.
And she has the phone. Now my mom doesn't know any of this. So I'm calling her to let her know what's going on. And I'm literally in the holding cell. And she's like, yo, so what's this? What's that? I had videos in there. I had girls sending me nudes. It was nasty in there. And the whole time, all she's doing is antagonizing me through this phone. You know, I'm gonna reach out to her. I'm like, yo, stop. I'm literally in the cell. Mom, hoping that my mom can hear. Give my mom my phone. No, what you gonna do when you get out? It's like, yo, that is some of the scariest shit that you can go through. So now I'm not only just dealing with this jail shit, I'm dealing with.
That's got to be the worst fucking experience.
So she didn't come pick me up when I got out.
Nah.
Clearly, my mom eventually did get the phone from her, and they smoothed things out. We didn't break up immediately after that, but after that point, things were never the same. I'm pretty sure she started cheating too, and that's the funny part. I've never caught like one of my exes cheating. So a lot of them, like when they be trying to like I'll talk to them later down the line and years later, and we'll like piece it up and be cool. I'm like, yeah, I was so good too. Like, bitch, no, you wasn't. Shut up. Just because I didn't catch you. Don't think I don't know.
Yeah.
I had my suspicions too. I just wasn't the person looking through your shit to kind of figure it out and find out.
You rather just live with.
It's not like a I don't want to know thing. It's just like I'm the person that once I feel it, that's enough. I don't need the proof. I don't need to find the name, the person. I almost don't want to. I think that can make those long nights when you on the toilet throwing up and shitting on yourself over your girl cheating on you.
Fuck you up.
That will fuck you up. Because now I got to put a face to the person. Is this nigga more paid than me? Does he look better than me? I don't want to know none of that. I just much rather just know the fact that you ain't shit. I ain't shit. We both ain't shit together. Let's go our separate ways. There probably is one person today that if I found out she cheated on me, it might still hurt. Yeah.
It was
one person. Only one person. Everybody else don't give a fuck. They could have all cheated and we could still be cool today. I'll still fuck them too. But one person, if I ever found out that she cheated on me, it would hurt today. That I might.
Did you cheat on her?
Yeah, I cheated on her. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, nigga. The fuck? Yeah, I cheated. That's why we ain't together though. Yeah, but still, like, don't make me feel like I was just a bad person throughout the whole shit. And you was bad too. You was fucked up.
So that's why it would fuck you up. Because you feel bad because of what you did?
Well, I feel bad for what I did, but I wouldn't feel as bad about it if I actually found out she was on bullshit too. Like, it might make me feel like a little better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So maybe it would even help you.
But then it would still hurt because then I thought she was so much better than that. I don't want to, not her. I don't want to believe that was part of her character. I trusted her with so much. I was the piece of shit. I can accept that I was the piece of shit. Not you too. I thought that you were so much better than me. So that one person, you've been cheated on before?
Honestly, the last situation, who knows what you want to count that as, if we even know. That's still a question mark. But other than that, not that I know of, no. I've actually not had many actual relationships. I've always been the side dude. I've always been the fuck buddy. And I've only had actually 2 relationships. Actual relationships.
And out of those 2 relationships, you don't think they ever cheated?
the second one was what we all know about, the story, the whole bullshit.
Okay, well, yeah, we don't count.
You can't really.
That's not a relationship.
Exactly.
Joe, that's not.
I know. That's why I'm like,
so you've had one relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, let's remove that other one. In that one relationship, has there ever been a suspicion that maybe there was some cheating?
Not really. No, it was just me overthinking, probably. Yeah. Any little moments that I thought, it was definitely probably an overthinking.
I will say this about men. Men never want to believe that it's possible we've been cheated on. Our ego won't allow us to think that our lady went out there and stepped out and gave another man their bodies.
The older I get, though, I 100% actually see it more, because now, like, the more women you're around and shit like that, and unfortunately, to the women that I like, you see how they move. Oh, you're like, yo, you're moving way too smooth, yo.
I do wonder. We've seen a lot of women be cheated on and stay. They work through it. They find the strength to forgive, and they never forget, but they find the strength to forgive and move on. I wonder how many of us men, if we were to find out that our woman cheated, and not just cheated in the same ways that we went about cheating, how many of us would stay? How many of us would be able to put our ego to the side and really make that relationship work? Because have you cheated before?
Yeah. Well, I guess no. We're not counting the last one, so no.
Okay, so you never cheated in that one relationship?
No.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, the last one I knew what it was. So.
Giordano, you don't have a mic, but have you cheated before? No. 22. This is your years.
Yeah.
I haven't been in a relationship yet.
Okay, Giordano.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so when you don't like, again, I've been the fuck buddy with a lot of people, and I was fucking people around the same time and shit, but it wasn't an actual relationship.
Oh, you was dirty dicking. Okay.
Yeah, I've done like that.
Okay.
Like we're talking in the talking stage, but it wasn't official.
As someone who's cheated quite a few times, and I'm not proud of that. I'm not saying it like it's fly, but I wonder how I would have been able to deal with hearing that my exes or a woman that I was really invested into that way come back and tell me, or me find out that they cheated in some of the same ways that I did in the past. Because my cheats were like,
messy.
They were bad. They were bad. Like, it's one thing to like you meet a woman and you start talking or whatever. You might have one little fling or something. Like, I had like relationships outside, and then building bonds and all different types of other shit.
Emotional. When you start bringing the emotions into it, that's a little different.
I always wonder how I would have been able to deal with that as a man. I don't know. Like,
I think, what's funny though? I actually think it's a lot more men would stay than we think.
I agree. I think so too.
Because I think a lot of men, and this is actually on both sides of the coin, it ain't just a man thing. I think a lot of women and a lot of men are very insecure. And I do think a lot of them, once they find somebody that's actually with them, especially with some time, like you with someone for a few years, and then I think also as the years go on, it just gets harder and harder and harder now to find people that actually want to have something real. So I think most people will be like, yo, it's hard out there in them streets. I'm going to just figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the older you get, you kind of feel like you don't want to start over. I've heard a lot of people, especially if you have kids together, you own things together. The last thing you want to do is just start fresh. That's scary to me, because that speaks more to just being complacent and comfortable. I never want to get that comfortable or complacent with anybody. But a
lot of people are like that.
I mean, and rightfully so. The streets are nasty. It's not much out here to look forward to. As someone who is actively in the dating scene, I can tell you today this shit is trash.
That's why I'd be trying to get him to go overseas, but
okay. If it's trash here, what's the other word? What's the Spanish word for it? Basura? It's basura. I know it's there's nothing for me overseas. Like, I don't subscribe to the passport bro shit. I just don't. It's counterproductive to me. in a lot of ways.
But you know what's funny? And not to go back into that, but to me, it's not a passport bro thing. I think a lot of women over here have lost a lot of that even desire to want to be a wife.
Okay.
A lot of traditional things that we, I think, as men always enjoy from a wife. We've lost that around here.
But okay. That might sound cool and saying, but if you go overseas and you also have to worry about maybe them not being genuine in their first approach, then that to me sounds like more of a risk than just taking your time and finding a woman at home.
They're both.
And then also, like, what's traditional today?
Over here, I think, every woman want to be a boss. Every woman want to be a business owner. Every woman it's just like, bro. A lot of them. And maybe it's a New York thing. Maybe it's a Jersey, New York thing. But
even with that, what's the problem with, what would be the problem with, you wouldn't be able to find a woman who can do that and then also still present some of the same traditional traits? Like, there's a balance.
Yeah, there is, but I'll be honest, usually I don't. That's just not what I like, right? Like, I'm cool with that to a point. I want you to be able to support me in everything I do and all that, and even be able to kill it and help me with those things too. But I don't know.
See, I figured you out.
What? Tell me.
He's tricky. You want somebody you could just like put him on a little rope and just
nah, that's crazy.
Hey, you let him out the cellar every once in a while.
No.
Put a little dog tray.
That's crazy.
You eat now.
Man.
But what do you want? Like,
I want
you want a bitch with no dreams.
Oh yeah, too many dreams. You doing too much. You doing too much. You doing way too much. Nah, man. I want to be able to raise a family. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to, have, multiple kids. I have one now. I want more. I want to be able to do more house stuff or us go out. I like the corny family shit, And if I'm out here, I could barely have time for anything. And then you're going to be doing your shit. And then it's just like.
So in your world, you would much rather a wife who just is not business focused, who's more home focused and more about raising a family. You don't want to take time to meet someone that's probably presenting the same aspirations as
not
you.
At all. To me, it's actually very like unattractive. I mean, you could be killing find like a great career or something like that, and you could be working towards that. But shit, I want to get to the point though where I could even retire you from that. I wouldn't want my wife sitting here working 50, 60 hours a week or 40 hours a week, busting her ass. Like, I'd feel like less of a man if I wasn't able to be like, like, here, like, I want you to chill. I want you to live your best life. I want you to be able to, kids are tough too. Like, that's another thing too, I guess. Have you ever lived with any of your kids and the woman at the same time?
No, who does that? What the fuck?
I think I need the answer to that.
Nah, you just have them and then
but it is.
I'm
difficult.
talking shit.
I know, and I know, and maybe
I mean, maybe 6, 7.
It's like it's right in between. No, but it's difficult to even raise kids, right?
Yeah.
So like I couldn't imagine, having, again, I want a few kids, I want 2, 3 kids. You trying to do that while I'm, we're both doing that because it's equal as parents, and then we're also both trying to run different businesses and different careers. Like,
okay, so what if you met a woman who is just way more well off than you? Like, never mind trying. She's doing it already.
Yeah.
She up. In fact, she's about to come in here and buy our shit, right? But she's interested in you, and she want to retire you. She want, all right, yo, Joe, do me a favor. All right, I'm gonna pump the breast milk, but you feed them little niggas. Bro. I got shit to do. Is there a world where you could do that?
Most likely not. I got to be really into her because I do have a type, and I'm very picky.
All right, well, guess what? Miss Harkenshaw, whatever your name might be, come from. I'll rock them little niggas to sleep. I'll go ahead. I ain't got nothing else to do. I will stop.
He'll hang the mic up.
All this shit. And if you up, I'll even call you ma'am at home when you walk in. Like, I'll do a whole yank. All right, never mind.
How do we even get here?
I don't know, but
liking pictures and messes.
Okay, so moving from there, I did have something I wanted to address real quick, and it's not going to be a long thing because no one else up here pays attention to wrestling or anything like that. It's just me. So there was a conversation. There's a young wrestler named Javon Evans, young black guy, and I say that for a reason. Really talented. He's starting to move up in the ranks. He went from Next. He's now in WWE. He's doing pretty good. But there was a conversation that Kevin Nash, anyone who doesn't know Kevin Nash, part of the NWO, Big Daddy Cool Diesel, he's pretty much a legend within the space. He had something he wanted to say in regards to Javon Evans, and it's still Black History Month. I just want y'all to, I know we talked about, we talked about a lot. We talked about Valentine's and celebrating all this other shit. We still celebrating Black History Months. So for this man to say this in the midst of that, I thought was very crazy. So let's bring this.
He's an incredible athlete. He's a little bit too fucking Mr. Bojangles for me. I wish he was a little bit more urban.
That's crazy.
I understand it's Netflix. I understand there's a big fucking world out there besides the one that fucking 66-year-old Detroit boy Kevin Nash wants, but I just want him to have a little bit of an edge. But if he's not...
I stopped it there. He said a couple of more things, but to me it didn't matter. I'm interested because WWE has done a lot to kind of like diversify themselves, and there was a point in time where we didn't have black champions like that, especially on the heavyweight side. It's been very few in counting. And for the most part, I did look at Kevin Nash as one of the cooler guys within the space, pretty hip to, you know, some of the younger talent and things like that, and maybe how to talk to and reach. But I think sometimes white people get too cool with black people that they think some of the things that they say is just okay. Like, at no point is it okay for you, Kevin Nash, white 60-something-year-old man from Detroit. I don't give what does that mean to me. You can be from the Bronx. Does not matter. For you to ever refer to another black man, especially a young black talent within the space, as Mr. Bojangles. There was a way better way you could have referenced or said that, or just whatever you could have done this guy justice of just saying he's just corny. You could say he's coming off corny, whatever the fuck you want to say, but using the reference Mr. Bojangles is highly offensive, in my opinion. Also, the need to think that every black entertainer in the space has to give off urban or edge is also where I'm confused at. Like, why do you guys think that this black young kid has to come into the space and be urban or give edge? If he's already being said to be a great performer, why does he need to present that? Is that all you see from black people? Urban, edge? There's no way in the world this guy could be a high flyer and be just personalities-wise this corny individual and still get off? I think a lot of white people think that they got black people figured out on what they should present within the space, especially entertainment, and y'all need to shut the fuck up when y'all talk about black people and have a little bit more coof about how you refer. At no point does any white person get the okay to refer to any black person as Mr. Bojangles. Never.
No, that's ridiculous.
I don't have much to say outside of that. WWE, I think, for sure has done a lot in making sure that people are knowing that they're not this private boys club that kind of looks at black people and Hispanics differently from their white.
After this came out,
Well, no, I mean, just over the years, like they've progressively been showing that they're more in tune with the diversity and, you know, even on the next side, the female hires and all. Like they've done a lot to show that, okay, we're no longer just the white guys club over here. And for you, Kevin Nash, to say this on your podcast that you do, talking about this young.
Oh, he said it on a pod. I thought that sounded like he was interviewed or something like. So he
no, it's his podcast.
So he could have edited that shit out.
It's his podcast, and I think certain white people don't even know some of the things that they're saying is racist or riddled in racism or stereotyping, and they think that they're just cool and hip enough to be able to say shit, and people just supposed to understand that it's okay.
Especially that age too. That age in the 60s, I think a lot of them are just already shot. You know, not like making an excuse for it, but they're just like they don't pay attention to the words that they use actually fucking matter.
Yeah, Kevin Nash, go talk to somebody about some of the things that you should not be saying when you referring to black people. That wasn't it. That was ignorant as fuck. It could be a mistake, and if it's a mistake, cool. We all make mistakes, and we can all find a way to like do the work to acknowledge that we made a mistake. But if you don't go ahead and address this properly, I'ma just start to put niggas like you in the Hogan bag. Like at a certain point, I wonder how you refer to us behind the scenes. If you're comfortable enough to refer to this black man as Mr. Bojangles on your podcast, I don't think you far away from throwing a nigga out there. That's just my personal thought and take. And I could be wrong. I could be making a bigger deal than what I should be out of this. It doesn't feel like that, especially during this month. I don't want to see no white person referring to Mr. Bojangles. What's some other things? Well, y'all can't say it. I'm going to create a list of things white people should not be saying, period, but especially during Black History Month. Don't refer to nobody as Mr. Bojangles. No. We'll move on from there. I was going to ask you if you had any thoughts, but...
Trash.
Yeah, trash. I figured you would say
Trash.
that. Moving right along.
Do better.
Damn, can I make it awkward?
Yeah.
Let's make it awkward.
Make it awkward.
Have you guys had to ever address your white friends that refer to black people or Spanish people in derogatory ways?
Have I ever had to?
Like, have you ever had like a white friend that like says nigga around you and you had to like be like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And how were they saying it? Were they saying it in like the racist way, or were they just saying it like on some blanket conversation?
Racist.
Really?
Yeah.
You've had racist white friends. Tell us more about. Yeah. Wait, hold on, Jordan. I'm kind of hyped now.
No, but they don't. But they don't think they are though. Like they don't think they're racist. But like everything out their mouth, like when they just speak about different cultures, they're fucking racist.
What do you say to these?
We curse each other out like back and forth. Like I literally was on the phone with them probably 2 weeks ago, just getting heated over just like immigration talks.
Okay, cool. My next question is, at what point do you? Because I had a friend, and I mentioned it before. I had a friend who, and I don't think that the friend is racist, but I think they got very comfortable being around black people who allowed them to speak a certain way that they thought they can speak like that around anyone who's black, to the point where I had to cut them off. Like I had to, like, you obviously aren't respecting what I'm telling you, and you obviously don't even have enough respect for the people that you say you love to correct some of the things that you're doing, because it's going to offend somebody at some point.
Yeah.
At what point do you not cut these people off?
Oh, well, I don't even, like, it's nowhere near like I was actually talking with someone recently about it. I'm like, there's people like acquaintances and all that. And then there's friends, and then there's just people business. And also at the end of the day, even with this person, like I don't know how deep it is, because I do feel like they have a decent heart.
Can you have a decent heart speaking about people that way?
And that's where the conundrum is, because you see them and they seem like a good person, but then they talk like that and they think that it's okay to just talk like that. And that's why I'll never let them fully in, like I'll just, one of these, or, if it's a slight business transaction or something, right? Especially when you don't know, and you start seeing people around other people and you see how they move and you see, okay, they have a good heart to everybody, right? Mm. But then when the way they speak or the words that they use, like I said, like there's just you don't talk like that. But sometimes I guess people don't even know. So then it's the question of, do they really feel that they're better than them, or do they feel that they're a bad person? Or are they just using the wrong words and just don't know how to fucking speak?
I think there's a world where there are people who are very ignorant to certain things, and not ignorant in the sense of just wanting to be fucked up, but just not knowing. So I do think that there's people that sit on that side. I do think that there's also the side where most people sit, where they're just ugly-hearted. They've picked up some very horrible things from some horrible people, and it's become their reality. And the idea of changing them is more asinine than you actually hearing out the fact that some of the things that you're saying is ridiculous. And it's not just with, people say when you get older and you get to a certain age, it's very hard to like train people to think differently because you've already settled into your thoughts. I get that. But wrong is just wrong. And if you talk to enough people about how wrong or how bad you're making them feel by these words or by your thoughts about, or your feelings on just a certain race or a certain ethnic group or culture, whatever the fuck it is, if you don't have enough time to sit back and step back and kind of address that in a real way, I just think you're a fucked up person.
Yeah.
I don't have an excuse of, well, I see you're nice to this person, but maybe you're fucked up.
And then with this person, perfect example, we have those conversations and they're like, oh, well, everyone's sensitive, everyone's butterflies. And that's how they view it.
I've been hearing, what's funny is the more I get into this and people describe me consistently as sensitive, I wonder if they think that what they're saying is offensive. When people say that, oh yeah, or if it's a bad thing. Yeah, people are more sensitive. Okay. You're saying that, like, is that a bad thing? Is that something that people shouldn't be?
They're acknowledging how they feel versus just suppressing it.
Yeah. So when I hear people say that, I think the people who categorize everyone as sensitive, I think something's wrong with y'all. The fact that you don't have enough care or enough.
And everybody's not you. Like what I told this person too, I was like, yo, you went through, and this person did wildlife, right? Like when you go through the list of like shit that could happen to you, it's on the top, right? It's pretty crazy. But I'm like, that don't justify shit.
Yeah, I don't. When I hear that, my thought probably, I don't give a fuck. It's still not an excuse to be ignorant or to be fucked up towards people because you feel like you've had a hard life or because you feel like you've been through it all. I've been through a lot, but I know that there's a million other people who have been through worse. So at no point do I think my struggles allows me to just be ignorant or just say whatever the fuck I want to say and then consider the rest of the world sensitive because they don't agree or align with my thought process. I really think a lot of people that I do hear say that, I think there's something mentally off with them. I think people should probably try to lean into being more sensitive about some of the things that they've learned throughout the years that they think is normal. Anything that I'm sensitive about, I think I have a right to be sensitive about.
And the funny part is this person is extremely sensitive and extremely emotional. Like,
got it. Yeah, we need to do away with ignorance in that way. And I'm at the point I'll cut off anybody the minute you show me that level of ignorance. I can't. It's not going to help me grow. It's not going to help the people around me grow. It says a lot about me when I continue to allow someone to, and not just when it comes to race or anything like that, just period, life. Like when you're just that ignorant and you're so set in your ignorance, I don't want that shit rubbing off. I don't even want to have a conversation with you about, even with this Trump shit. Like I just stopped having conversations with people about him because the more I have it and the more I have it with people that I actually love and I see them lean on it in a certain way, I'm just like, yo, I don't know if I can fuck with you. Like, I want to fuck with you. I want to see you in the light that I've known you to be. But the more you start to expose that this is some of your thinking, I'm just like, there's no way in the world we could be aligned and be trying to prosper towards the same things in life if you think some of the things that you think are okay. It's not possible.
That's why my intimate circle be small. Like, I know a lot of people. I'm around a lot of people. Like, people think all the time, like, I'm this extrovert. No, I'm like, yo, that don't mean the small circle, the intimate circle, the people that you
How many friends do you think you have right now? Friends.
Yeah. Again, that's not acquaintances. Friends.
Yes.
Shit, maybe less than 10. Very less than 10. Like, actual friends. Because again, there's all different levels. There's acquaintances. There's friends. And even those friends, a lot of them to me are family though. Like, they don't even fall into friends. A lot of them are, like, I'm an only child. So a lot of my close friends are literally, I claim them as brothers, you know? But and then everyone else is acquaintances or staff or, you know, business type of shit.
Yeah, I think the older I'm getting, I'm starting to realize my friend group is very small. I can't even give a number today.
Yeah. 10 for me is like high. That's me just kind of like rounding up a little bit.
I'm nowhere near 10. Yeah. As far as when I talk about friends, like, friend, you are my friend. I just know that you are going to always, I don't know. It's
probably like 5. Like, when I really sit here and think about it, it's probably like 5. And it's crazy though, too, because all of them though are family. Like, it's either we that much friends that we family, or if not, you know, we cool.
Well, moving along from that, I wanted to get into something. Sio not here, and I feel like we having more of a serious podcast today. Yeah. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
That goes to show, Sio, you be the one coming here with this bullshit. You be the person.
She does. And that's what I was thinking about.
It be you. Yeah. It be you. You make me want to joke more. It's your fault. We gonna blame all this shit on you.
I was thinking that when she wasn't here, I was like, yo, hope the vibe don't go too different. I'm like, because she definitely brings out the funnies.
Yeah.
Like, you got a really good sense of humor too, but she'll help you lighten that shit up.
Yeah, because I be feeding off of her. She come in here with all that funny energy and shit.
I'm naturally more chill. You get some one-liners out of me time to time that will, you know, but...
Nah, listen, all we going to talk about with Joe is when we going on another trip.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about this, and I thought it was interesting. India Love, who is a beautiful young lady, who is a streamer, and she does a bunch of other things.
Let me Google her.
You've never seen India Love?
No.
Yo, Joe, what do you do? Like,
let me see India Love.
How are you in this?
Oh shit, yeah. All right. Yeah.
Holy shit. Joe was good. All right. India Love is a pretty popular streamer. And
how would I know her?
From social media and keeping abreast of
what does she do?
Pop culture. I don't know. She look good.
See?
What she got to do?
See, I like the ones that look good that don't have a lot of followers.
I know why too. Once again, go back in the shed. You want to keep him in the shed. Stupid. You want to keep him in the shed.
Nah. I like, and it's so funny. I like the girls who are trying. They're trying so hard for like the 10K, and they're just stuck at like 2.5.
Yo, there's a name for this. There's a name for what you're doing.
They'd be bad. They even try to do the OnlyFans. It's like,
and don't work. I ain't gonna lie. Those are the fun ones again.
You know, those are the good ones.
They all right. But
you slide in the DMs.
But you aiming for them though, because you know they ain't got no hope. You know they ain't got no dreams. You know they're not gonna make it.
Nah.
So you like picking out of that hat.
Yeah. See, this one, how many?
You like control.
Oh yeah, I do. To a point.
Well, it's interesting that you admitted that so quickly.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
So when she,
but I'm not.
So like, when she wants the combination to take off the locks from her legs from home,
yeah, what sounds.
What does she have to?
Crazy.
What does she have to?
That sounds crazy.
Jordano, do you see what's going on with Joe?
The locks is crazy.
All right, not the locks, but
because we're gonna be out.
Yeah, but all right. So how long does the leash go? Like 50 feet? She got the.
Nah, she can do whatever.
She got the airport shit.
Nah.
If she get too far, just tug her ass right back. That is crazy. All right.
Yeah, so you looking at women and see too many followers. You ain't on my timeline.
Well, in India Love, she had a moment where she was reminiscing on the mistakes that she made in her teenage days, right? And she just turned 30. 30 is very young to me, but I remember turning 30 and thinking, holy shit, I'm here, I've arrived, boom, boom, and start thinking about my mistakes and what I regret. She had a really interesting moment. I want to go to that real quick.
I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot in my teenage phase. I went through a lot in my 20s. I made a lot of mistakes, and there was a lot of people who drugged me through the dirt for it. And I believed it for a long time. I wasn't nice to myself because of what others said about me until I knew who I really was and whose I really was, which is yours, Lord. Now nobody can shake how I feel about myself. Nobody can change how I feel about myself. Nobody can change how I view myself.
I will say, I don't have any jokes about any of this stuff. I thought it's interesting when people share this online. That's my first thought is, why did you share this online? And I'm not saying that in a negative or a positive way. I'm just always interested to know, what did people need to get out of that in sharing it? That was the first thing I thought. Secondly, it was 100% to me, felt real, felt like a young woman who is now looking at life differently. She's been through a lot. Most average teenagers don't go through some of the scrutiny that this young lady's had to go through. She's been in the public eye for a while. She's grown as a woman in the public eye. She's been linked to one person and the next person. And I'm pretty sure, if we're being honest, I'm pretty sure at a very young age, she had a lot of older men preying upon being attached to her, and maybe her thinking that was right at the time, and then now realizing at 30 years old, like, a lot of things that I've done led me down this path of maybe not looking at myself as the woman I should look at myself as. I feel for her. I thought it was dope that she was actually able to step outside of herself, have that self-awareness, and be so honest about it. She's speaking to the Lord, so it seems like she's having her different connection with something higher than herself. I wanted to ask, because we do have, I'm 42. You're 30s.
36. And
Jordano is 22. So we in three different stages. Yeah. When I think about how I was at 22, all the mistakes I made, all the ways I looked at myself, it was a totally different view of life, totally different view of myself, where I thought I would be, where I actually got to. Then when I got to 35, I had that image of myself and still making mistakes, but, navigating through life. And then now at 42, like, three totally different people in so many different ways. And I even removing the relationship or the woman aspect from it. I don't even want to talk about that.
Just you as a man.
Just me as a man. And what I experienced and how I let a lot of that translate. I did not get to my real full maturation of knowing myself and being confident in myself until I got to my 40s. And it's so crazy to say, to think that it took me all of those years to go through those things. And when I think back to, do I have the mistakes that I regret? There's things that I definitely didn't like that I've done. But I don't think I ever get to this point without going through a lot of those things. A lot of those mistakes were mistakes that needed to happen for me to even be able to recognize, they were wrong, or probably mistakes that I'm glad I made at that age so that I didn't make them later on in life. But as a 42-year-old man today, I can say that I learned a lot late. And
late, why? Why late?
Some of the things that I went through in my 20s and 30s that I thought were cool, I didn't figure out until later on that they weren't cool. And maybe because of the surroundings I had, taught me that was okay. I had to go through different things in life. I had to get to a point where I really had to rely on self, not just financially, but emotionally, just in a lot of different ways, where I had to really step and say, okay, what is life really about? What does it really look like for me? What have I done with all this time and all these experiences that I've had? Has it made me better? Do I have better people around me? And that took a lot. Like, it took a lot of time. It shouldn't have. I don't feel that I should have had all that time or needed all that time to figure that out. But for whatever reason, that's what happened. To switch to you, do you think when you look back at yourself in your teenage years, do you look back and feel like you have a lot that you regret, a lot of mistakes?
You know, sometimes I think I should have maybe enjoyed myself a little more, but that's kind of always with my life, you know. Maybe emotionally about how I felt about things. That's kind of what I regret. I was very, very hard on myself and not understanding that just life happens for a reason, you know, and everything happens for a reason. So I was very mentally hard on myself and just life. I was just very angry at the world with God, you know, for a long time. I was very depressed. I suffered from depression really bad and all that fun stuff. So now I regret, because I probably would have enjoyed maybe life more if I wasn't so
in your head and
in my head and my feelings, or just thinking maybe not so negative, because I was still always a positive person, but I was a positive person, but then I would always just downfall to the bullshit, thinking I'm fucking cursed or some bullshit, you know? So that's probably one of the main things. I wish I would have just like lightened up a little bit.
I can see that. Jordano, you're 22. We're going to pray for you in your journey as you get to your 30s. We will do our best to not be a negative influence through that journey, because I had a lot of negative influences within that. And I like, cause even when I joke with him about, yo, man, we going to the strip club and stuff, I'm never taking Jordano to the strip club.
Yeah, he's like, nah, I'm good.
Jordano's like, bro, that's not me. Like, I like that level of confidence. I'm not missing out on whatever. This older guy can't influence me to do shit I don't want to do it. It's like, I like knowing that I'm around people like that. But I also do feel for people who felt like, yo, at a certain age, like I was just brought up to not be brought up the right way. And
do you think you were just around, like, did you ever have alone? Because you always, you know, you have, you know, family and then a lot of stuff like that, you know, friends, and also, you know, entertainment.
No, I was not.
Were you always around a lot of people?
Yeah, this is the most alone I've been ever.
Do you think that, because me just like while you talking, me knowing you, you know, for a little bit and your background, I think that's a lot of it. I think by the time you actually kind of got to just you for a little bit.
You know, I think that's when my best moments of self-awareness and being able to step outside of my own experiences and really look at life for what it was, is the moment I was able to get away from everything and just be by myself. You know, living by yourself, going outside by yourself, doing everything by yourself, period. Like, I've always had someone or some things attached to the journey that either made me comfortable or made me not self-evaluate, like all of that. So I do think the timing is perfect for me because of that reason. I would have loved that if it would have happened maybe a little earlier.
I think it happens to a lot of people, though. A lot of people, more than we imagine, that, like, keeping themselves around a lot of people for just almost no reason. And, you know, substances. People drink it away. People fuck it away. People, you know, drug it away. Like, they do all that other bullshit. And then they keep themselves around so many other people that, you know, you barely even get to just be with you.
Yeah. Shout outs to India Love, though. I thought it was interesting clip. I do like that younger people are showing more of their vulnerable side. I know Kai Cenat is another popular streamer. He's been speaking more to his mental health and some of the things that he's learning about himself and the people he keeps. Like, I like that people of this generation, I don't want to say kids, but the younger adults of this generation are starting to take notice of that, especially when these people are being dealt not just the fame aspect of life without really fully knowing themselves yet, but also the financial aspect of it, where you're making tons of money and you're trying to keep up with that You're also a star. You have all these different people pulling you in different directions. It's a lot. It's a lot.
How do you feel with them putting that type of stuff online? I know a lot of people always critique people about, oh, you shouldn't be crying on the internet or putting that shit up.
Do whatever you got to do to heal. And if that's how you... My first thought, like I said, was, why do you do that? And I think the more that we talk about this, I think everybody has their own way of processing how they flush out their emotions. And some people go to a therapist. Some people talk behind the scenes. Some people go home and talk to themselves.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own different way of how they process their healing and their learning. And sometimes, especially if you're someone who's used to living your life out loud and everyone knowing what they feel they know about you already, the best way for them is to now open up the camera and give you that side of them in a genuine way. I do think there's a lot of times where people just on there just talking
on some bullshit.
On bullshit, but this didn't feel like that. This felt like a woman who was
like
really...
a form of expression.
Yeah.
You know? And I do that sometimes too. One time he had to call me like, yo, take that shit down.
Yeah. No, your shit was different. Yeah, your shit was different.
I think I was throwing some shots too a little bit.
Yeah. No, I think it's very easy for the ugliest parts of ourselves to get shown on here without people understanding what drew us to that. And because I know most people won't ever understand that, I'm trying to limit that as well too. Like, it's a process for me as far as not wanting to. That's why the Adam 22 thing for me was more of a funny thing than a response out of anger. Yeah. I'm used to responding out of anger and my response sounding angry. And I don't ever want people to think that that's all that I offer within that sense. And I also don't want people to think that they have that much power over my emotions at this point. Triggers, there's triggers, there's things that cool, but do I lose sleep over this stuff? No.
Yeah. You just happen to be expressive.
Yeah, I'm just very expressive. And if I see it in that moment, my instant thing is to address it. And I might be mad for all of 0.3 seconds. And then I go on with the rest of my day.
But people are only going to see the negative expression.
Exactly. Salutes to India Love, man. Beautiful young lady.
Yeah, you better get a follow.
Oh, my gosh. He couldn't wait. I wonder who. You know what I want to do? I want to go through your followers. I want to see who do you follow.
You don't.
I only want to see the women. I don't want to see who else you. I want to see what type of women you're following on. Because now that you told me,
a bunch like this one. Look, see, they're calling them now.
See, yeah, this is a thought. You a fucking thought. Joe's a thought. Yeah. Nah. Before we move on, I want to send a rest in peace to Robert Duvall. Robert Duvall, if you don't know, and you should know, amazing actor. He's been in The Godfather, Sling Blade, a bunch of shit. I can't. Damn, I should know more.
Yeah, you're the movie guy, right?
No, you're the movie guy. What the?
I am.
No, he's been in a lot of great movies. Falling Down, that's another one of my favorite movies that I don't talk enough about. But amazing actor. He died at 95, lived a full life. I'm not gonna lie. When people die at that age, because when I first heard, I was like, oh no, Robert Duvall died.
Yeah, then we said the age, and I was like, good life.
95, you lived a good life. I'm pretty sure at this point, you tired. Yeah. Now, I don't know. There are a lot of 90-year-old people probably out there that want to continue to live life and enjoy and do whatever. Once I get to the diaper phase.
Yeah, what age? What age you want to live up to?
It's not even an age. Once I get to a certain phase where the walk is not walking like it used to, and I'm needing help up the stairs or the diapers and all that, or wheelchair bound, I'm cool. I don't got time for all that.
Now, are you like, because we also getting older, we got to start, talking about this type of stuff with our loved ones. Do you want them to just take care of you, or want them to pull the plug? What do you want to?
Oh, no. If I'm in the hospital and it's like a resuscitation thing, do not resuscitate me. Pull the plug, let me go, morphine me out, and just let me go off with the wind. Don't try to hold on to me any longer. We're not doing that.
If you're like 90 and you're just...
If I'm 70 something, listen.
Nah, that's young.
No, I know it's young, but I don't... I'm not saying don't fight for me, right? But if there's a point where the doctor is saying, hey guys, hooking this person up to this respirator is going to do more pain, and it's just gets more. He's headed down the upper. He's headed to the upper room. Let me go to the upper room. Let me go. Especially if I've lived life, I've done what I needed to do. You guys are okay. And what am I holding on to? The next step is for me to just dip on out. So, but I understand it's hard for families to let go. At that point, we probably get into our most selfish, even though it doesn't feel like we're being selfish because we want this person, but it's really, we want them to be around for us more than.
And also sometimes it's a lot more complicated than that, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you just be like, oh yeah, just pull the plug.
Listen, sons, if when that time comes, and hopefully no time soon, but if I'm on there and I'm not talking, I'm not looking right, doctor's telling you he is not going to have the quality of life that let me go. I'm cool. Living life is a beautiful thing, but I do think forcing yourself to continuously be here, to not
have a pulse,
just to have a pulse is like, that's not living.
Yeah. My grandmother was a vegetable for 10 years.
What?
10 years of vegetable. And she always said, I always felt bad because, she said, she was always very vocal. My grandma was not the one that got kidnapped, the other one.
I'm about to ask.
No, not her. Not
okay.
her. My mom's mom, she was a gangster. She everyone that knew her, she was always like, yo, give me a fucking hot shot if I ever get to that point.
The hot shot is what? What's a hot shot?
You know that phrase? An older phrase.
No, what's a hot shot?
It's just like heroin, like just the dope. Like
dope me out.
Yeah, like take me out with dope.
Okay.
Supposedly what it is, I think. Someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong.
I gave her a hot shot?
No.
I didn't give it a hot shot.
She was a hot.
That's fucked up. Y'all ain't even listen to Granny.
No.
That's messed up.
She was a vegetable for 10 years. Alzheimer's.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
See, that's the other thing too.
But that body's healthy. That's what I'm saying. How do you, like, the person's, so what do you...
Who cares about the body? My mind is gone. Like, if I'm asking you guys to provide me with my way out and you go against that, I'm going to try to haunt you every day that you live.
How do you tell then the place, like the nursing home, yeah, just take her out? That's what she wanted.
I don't know, but we going to figure out how to get Granny that hot shot. Hey, homeboys. I don't know. I shouldn't say a hot shot. Just do as I ask, please. Because that's the other thing I don't like about families is if I'm telling you I want to go out a certain way, or I'm telling you I want to, like, even when people say, I want a closed casket, or I want when people go against those wishes, I'd be upset. I feel like those are the last things I have control over on earth.
But that's why you got to make that type of stuff vocal, and you got to let people know.
Yeah, but people, my dad wanted a closed casket. My sister was like, man, fuck that. You look good. And at first I was upset. It was like, no, that's not what he wanted. He wanted a closed casket. Boom. They said he looked good. Yeah. We want to see him one last time. I was a pussy and didn't force it. But I always, not always, but I often think about, damn, you ain't do your job. He had very
one
simple
request.
Yeah, that's it.
I was happy when my mom passed. I didn't know. I kind of knew it. I remember she told me a couple of times, but it didn't stick. She wanted to be cremated. And I wasn't going to go that route. And my dad was like, yo, she always wanted to be cremated. And I was like, oh shit, you're kind of right.
You got to do it.
And then.
You got to do it. Yeah, my request is simple. No resuscitate. Do the cremation and all that. I don't want nobody walking to my gravesite and standing over me, boo-hooing and all that other shit. And then that's it. That's it. Whatever money I leave behind, go ahead, fuck it up.
Whatever, I just do. Whoever gets to it first.
Yeah, like at this point, I'm not here. I would love for the generational wealth thing to exist, and I would love for whatever I do to be passed down and continue. But I also know that I don't have control over that.
What do you mean?
Because some kids be fuck ups. So some kids will take your legacy and fuck that whole shit up. I would only ask, hey, try to do the right thing with it. But it's yours now. It's no longer mine. My name is attached to it. Yes, I worked hard for it. I get that. but I'm passing it down to you because now it's yours. If you fuck it up, then you just fucked up the family. You gonna go down in history as the person who fuck up the legacy, not me.
Yep.
So
because you had the bag.
Yeah. So other than that, I'm cool.
Rest in peace to Duvall.
Rest in peace to Robert Duvall. I'm gonna go home and watch The Godfather. Yeah, I have to.
I tried watching a movie this weekend. Actually, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do it.
What did you try to watch?
Havoc.
What's that?
It was Tom Hardy in it.
I like Tom Hardy.
Yeah, and I only watched it because I'm a big Timothy Olyphant fan, which probably nobody knows.
No.
And yeah, nobody knows him.
No.
Yeah, he's in a lot of movies, but he's always like the D actor, always, all the time.
So you know the D actor, but you don't pay attention to
like the A list. Yeah. So I saw he was in a new movie, so I like him that much as an actor. So anytime that I see he does something, I'm like, oh shit! I went to go, check it out, and I watched about 30 minutes of it. Couldn't keep up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home and watch the America's Next Top Model documentary.
What?
Well, first off, Tyra Banks had a show back in whatever she had it, and it was America's Next Top Model, and it was pretty much her finding America's Next Top Model. But they're saying like there was a lot of craziness that happened within the filming, production. The some of the models felt like the treatment was horrible. Some of the staff.
Oh, so she giving up tea?
Everyone's giving up tea on it. So I'm gonna go home and watch that just so I can
get
get some
the
chatty
tea.
shit. I need the tea. And I love the Tyra Banks back in the day. That big ass forehead woman. Ooh. You know what they say about women with big foreheads.
I've always loved me some Tyra Banks.
Tyra Banks is one of those women for me. So I'm 100% gonna go watch. I'm expecting to hear some horrible things. Who gives a fuck? I just want to know. I want to know the tea.
Who wants the tea?
Shoot, rest in peace to a young lady I knew that was actually on it, named Mariana. She was on that show as well, and she passed. Anyone, you can go look. I don't want to talk about how she passed, but rest in peace to her. But I knew her, and she spoke about some of the things that she went through on the show.
And it was a little wild.
It was interesting. So I'm gonna go watch. I think a lot of these shows back in the days were exploiting young talent in a way that is fucked up. I do think some people had some good things that happened out of it, but there's a lot of fucked up things that happen with them shows.
Do you like how they're all like exposing like all these different shows and things? It's just like the overexposure of just the bullshit that's happening.
You know what's funny? I used to be like, oh my God, they're gonna try to find something bad about everything. No, expose some of this bad shit that's happening. Expose the Epstein files. Let all this shit come out. It's time for us to really. We are now in the era which I do like. We're gonna be forced to pick a side. What's right? What's fucking wrong? No exceptions about, oh well, this is wrong, but you got no. If it's fucking wrong, it's wrong. Let's get down to it. Especially when we start talking about things that's happening. To young kids, even young adults, who go from being a kid and then thrust into a life that they're just not ready for. It's time to speak to that. It's time to speak to that level of mistreatment, how we're reaping the benefits. When I say we, just, the economy and the capitalism, we're reaping the benefits of a lot of young people being put at harm and having to go through things. And then when they become adults, they're fucked up adults. And they're passing down the same fucking traits to the next generation. And we just keep normalizing this same system of disgusting treatment to people. So when people start speaking to, well, this is the business and that just comes with it. Okay, cool. Well, a part of now what comes with it is it being fucking exposed. Everything. So yeah, I'm all for it. And sad part about it is with that comes with some of our favorite entertainers, politicians, whoever the fuck, being exposed for some of the nasty characteristics that they have a part of them. So
yeah, I love it. I want all the shit.
I'm with it.
I want all of it.
I'm with it.
As long as it's legit. As long as you're not painting something to be what it isn't. Because then I think that's corny.
Yeah. And I have no picks. Like I don't have like someone, oh my God, if you tell me they were this type of person, I can't accept it. No, I can accept it about anybody at this point. I don't fuck with it. I think it's disgusting. last thing I had, speaking of people just having a different view on of people that they've loved, LaRussell is going viral at this point. He had his take on Lil Wayne. LaRussell is the young rapper from the Bay who's been independent for quite some time. He just signed with Roc Nation. So they had a lot of people that had pushed back on that because he promoted being independent for so long. Now he goes to Roc Nation. They feel like he's abandoned the mission, right? He's been very clear and kind of being like, yeah, I have no idea what my deal is. So how the fuck, you know what? Cool. He did an interview and we have the clip here. I like that I have clips this week. I like to have clips.
Yo, also, this guy was early today. I almost tagged him and put him up. I went in the cameras and I saw he was in it early. I was about to tag his ass. I was gonna be like, look, this was a shot. I was gonna be like, yo, when you know you got the topics lined up.
Yeah, I'm ready to get to work. You know what's funny? Can I pause for a minute? Not the camera, but I want to, before we get to this LaRussell thing, I did skip over something that I think ties in pretty well with what we were talking about with the letting your parent or loved one go at a certain point. And we'll get back to the LaRussell. We'll get back. But there's a clip of Deion Sanders' girlfriend, Karrueche Tran. Now, she has her own name, but she is with Deion, so we're referring to her as that.
Also, if people don't know who he is, Coach Prime, they usually call him now.
If you don't know who Deion Sanders is, I ain't got time.
They don't
fuck y'all.
These young kids.
He went through his stint last year with his cancer treatment.
Yeah.
And a lot of our first notice of her even being with him is finding out her being by his side while he's going through it. And they had a conversation where he said he told her that I gave you the choice to leave me at this point. Like, I know it's a lot. And her response was dope.
That's why you brought me into your life.
That's why God brought you.
That's one of the reasons.
To enjoy the fruit.
Help you.
Enjoy the fruit.
I didn't say that. To help you live life and experience new things. That's what I love to do. I love to travel and do different things. So, you know, we meet halfway.
What else? Why else did God bring you?
Because he knew that we needed each other.
Wow. That's a good one.
Pretty long clip.
Especially at last year. He knew that we were able to tackle that together. And even though you told me, this man told me, you don't have to stay, you can leave, you don't have to deal with this.
Wow. You telling it, huh?
I am telling
Tell him what, if you're going to tell it. No, you don't need to cut it. If you're going to tell it all. Now tell him what I told you. Before it all went down.
You said that I don't, what did you say? I don't have to.
I gave you your out.
Sorry, excuse me?
I say you didn't sign up for this. Like, this ain't what you signed up for. Like, you ain't signed up for me to go through this. Like, you need to, this is getting ready to be tough. So, I would not doubt you. I would not ridicule you. I would not be upset if you did. Like, if
I'll stop it there. I thought it was interesting on both of their parts, because at first, when I first saw the description of the clip, I was like, "Damn, Deion, you bugging? Why would you tell your lady to dip? You going through something like that?" But then when I heard his reasoning and everything behind that, I understood, and it made me think about, you know, me going through my own issues. If I had someone at that moment, I don't know if I would want to put them through that. I don't know if I would, you know. It can come off as ignorant, maybe, or maybe very selfless. But I don't think I would want someone to get into a new relationship with me, and the first sign of turbulence or like something we really got to go through is something as serious as me possibly dying and cancer. And
were they newly?
It's a new relationship.
Like what?
It's a new relationship.
Like
I'm not sure, but it's new.
Okay.
So his, statement of, this is your out because you didn't sign up for this. This is not something that you were aware of. Like, I don't feel a way because this is not fair to you to experience this new love in this way. And her response is, what kind of coward would I be? Like, maybe I'm here because you need me here at this moment. Even if this relationship doesn't last. If there was somebody that needed to be here to love you and understand what you're going through, it's me, and I'm here for you. How would you approach that? Like, let's just say you meet a girl today, not the ones from overseas. Like, you meet a nice, clean-cut American woman who's ready to be the housewife, chained up the way that you need her to be, right? And God forbid, something happens. And you're now put into a situation where she's going to have to experience you in a whole different way. What would your expectation be of her?
I like that you put expectation, because it's different, I guess, from what your expectations are or what you would want. I think I would do exactly the same thing that Dion would do. I would offer it because I would, that burden, right? And you don't want to be selfish, right? What I would want, I would want her to be by my side. Especially if I'm actually with her. If this is a real relationship, not just someone I'm dating, but if we actually together, I'm gonna want you here, right?
You saying leave is just probably just the right thing to say.
Yeah, well, not even that. No, it's because I'm always gonna want what's for your best interest first.
Okay,
that's just me. Like, I'm always gonna lead with you. So hey, if this is too much for you, then I respect it. I get it. Because I never want to be like a burden on somebody, or I never wanted to be. I want it to be legit, natural flow, right? But I'm gonna want you there.
I'm gonna be honest. If when I was going through everything I was going through, I got rid of all my bitches.
You got rid of all of them?
I didn't want you bitches around me. Like, why not? I don't love or like none of y'all. Like, bye. Like,
well, that's cool. What I'm saying.
But now, like, if I got if I was with somebody, I had a girl, a lady, I wouldn't give a fuck how recent it. If I like, you better not leave me. That fuck all that selfless and no, I need you. Like, I need you and I like you and I want you to be here. But
what if she gonna be like all depressed and fucking annoyed at your ass cleaning your shit?
We gonna be depressed together. Like, we gonna like.
See, that's some chained up shit.
No,
we want to talk about.
No. Now. Listen, I'm talking shit. The right thing would be to give that person that understanding of, hey, if this is too much for you, I will understand. Would I be brave enough to say that in a moment? I don't know if I would. I don't know. I probably should, but I do think at that moment when you're so vulnerable, when you're looking for someone to really understand and support you, and you feel like you've met that person, the last thing you want to do is just give them the out. Like, you would want them. You would probably give them that out just because it humanly feels right. But if they took it, it would hurt.
Oh no, 100%
it would hurt so bad.
But I think it depends, man. Like, at least with Dion, I mean, his character, I don't know him, but I've been watching his work now for a few years. He's been really into like his motivational bag, like just deeply, and just listening to him speak, bro. He is like, it seems like he's such a selfless individual, and his character is just like.
All right, now let's be honest. Now let's switch it. We meet a girl.
Nah, and she's sick.
We've been messing with her for about 2 months.
2 months.
3 months. Fuck it. 4 months. We like them. And they come to you and they say, hey, I've been given this prognosis and I'm not sure how it's going to go. I want to give you the option of staying or leaving.
Yo, so if she's sick, she really in the house now.
Oh, shit. He said it. He said it. Oh, shit. That's the perfect for you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. No, I wasn't thinking he was going to go there.
I'm joking.
Shit.
I'm joking.
No, he's not.
Okay, yes, I am.
No.
I am.
You going to be locked down without the chains?
Yeah. I don't even got to say shit.
All right. No. But seriously, in that situation, do you think you would have enough courage, or do you think you would have enough in you to say, you know what, fuck that, I'm gonna see this through?
100%, 1000%. I'm a rider now. Again, it depends, right? What are we talking? If I'm actually with this person, 1000%. Now, if we just fucking,
you out?
Yeah. No,
okay,
I'm good.
right.
I'm good. Those are very two different situations for me. Like if I put a label on it, like there's people like people had a lot of girlfriends, shit like that. Now, if you are wifey, that is different.
I'll be honest. I wouldn't dip. I wouldn't dip. Now, if the person starts to push me away, I would. It would bother me, and I would address it. Like you're pushing me away, and it's only but so much of that I can handle. I know you're going through things, but at the same point, like I'm here because I want to be here. If you're not going to allow me to be here, and you're going to make this a harder thing, then maybe the best thing for both of us mentally is for me to step away. But I would never, even if I'm just dating a person, even if I'm just fucking, I think that's the testament to your real humanity. Like you're going through something at this point. And if you were good enough for me to deal with you in whatever aspect at that point, you're still good enough for me to deal with you when you're at your darkest moment. Yeah. I think that's the real test of any real individual. So, I would.
I guess, you know what it is? It's just that even if you are just messing with somebody, it's just then being there for them as an individual is one thing, but then having that situation force it into something that you're not is different. Because a situation like that could end up forcing a relationship. Like you guys could just be fucking,
and then now you're forced to be with them because
it's a trauma type of thing. It's like the girl who's fucking ends up being homeless when you guys are just fucking, and then you move her in, and then or something like like it's.
I know you got yeah. I see what you see. She ain't got nowhere to go, right? So just put, hey, I got a room for you downstairs. The combination is.
But you know what I mean.
No, I get it. I agree. I just wanted to address that because I thought that was a very interesting clip.
Yeah, that was powerful.
And I thought that was test of a real new relationship. And she's younger than him. So for him, he's also probably in his brain, I've lived life. I've been married before. I have my kids. Yeah. You ain't been married. You have no kids. You're younger. You have more spirit. Maybe the last thing you need to go through at this young age while dating me is, I get what he's saying, and I respect what he's saying. But listen, bitch, don't leave me. Stay with me. See me through the grave. Then you can go ahead and be sad and go get your pity fuck with the next nigga. But see me through it.
Do you think that it was more easy for him to say that? Also, though, because he's like successful and he's been successful for a minute, so he kind of knows, oh shit, you might be start fucking around anyway.
Maybe, but I don't think that's where it was coming from. I think he was coming from a real genuine place of, I the same way how you say I want to see the best for you in that aspect when you're the person who wants to deliver that love. He could also be the person saying I want to see the best for you in respects of not holding you back from living life. So I think it's possible.
If last point to that whole situation, if you are with someone and they God forbid do go, how fast until you're in the streets again?
How long were we together?
4 years.
How fast am I back in the streets? Being in the streets meaning what? Dating?
Yeah.
What? Nah, it'll be a long. I as someone who understands how I mourn, going through the mourning process. That would take a lot. That would take a lot for me to be back outside or even date or even try to think of dating.
Nah. Yeah, same with me at this age. Because at this age, again, I think we're getting to that point where we're looking for the long term one. At least I can't speak for you, for myself. So it's like if I'm with you 4 years, that means I was looking at you to potentially be my wife. Or something,
Well, at that point, most likely you probably were. Yeah, so, I mean, it's going to be a lot of beating off.
Yeah.
I might pay for some pussy. Because it's a service at this point. It ain't really nothing. It ain't really attaching me to the person.
Yeah.
But dating, it's not happening. It'll be a really long time for me to even let go of that person's spirit within my home. So even bringing a woman in the home would feel like, bro, really? Like, she looking at you like you are a piece of shit. So, yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that. A little beat off. She'd be like, look at some old videos of us. still hold it down in the afterlife. This last clip I have, and it's going back to the LaRussell thing. LaRussell was talking about his understanding of Lil Wayne today in comparison to the past. And here we have LaRussell.
He had a conviction.
I had a moment in my journey where I had grew a disdain for Wayne just because I started listening to everything. Like, I started maturing as a human, and I'm like, damn, this nigga wasn't talking about nothing for a long time. And
I think that's what his argument was.
You know, like, as someone who, like, grew up in these communities and grew up with homies who I seen want to be bloods because they following Wayne and want to be gangster and want to shoot all the gun bar and shit.
Right.
Like, I've seen the negative that he contributed to the community, and I had to look like, man, what are the songs where he really talked about something and gave? And out of 1,000-song catalog, you know, it's minute on this end.
It's like Georgia Bush.
And that do bother you. Man, Tie My Hands.
That's
one
what
of
I
the
was
greatest
going to say.
records.
Tie My Hands
right?
is the only one I
and
can think of.
And that's the thing. It's like, if I hug you once, but I slap the shit out you 1,000 times, you know, your affinity for me is going, you're probably going to remember me for this. And a lot of people don't, you know, as I mature, a lot of my old favorite artists, I'm now like, damn. Yeah. Like, I love you because I learned how to rap to you, but when you look at the contribution, it's like, man.
I thought it was an interesting take, and a big part. When I first heard it, I wanted to be like, man, shut your ass up. I wanted to, honestly. That was my first thought. Shut your ass up. The fuck are you talking about? When I sat back and thought about it more, and we keep talking about getting older and all these different things and what we hold on to more than today than what we did in the past. I can't say that I'm mad at him feeling that. Maybe sometimes expressing it, especially when it comes to people that we admire in a certain way, it's hard to hear. But I'm also not mad at. Like, I'm not mad at him feeling like, yo, you know what? The person that introduced me to the game or I learned so much from in this aspect, when I go back and I listen to some of that stuff, it doesn't service me at all as an adult, or it shouldn't have even serviced me back then. Do I agree with his stance? No, I don't agree with it, because I think if you have to look at Lil Wayne in that way, you have to look at a lot of people in the same regards, and I do think there's more positives there than we like to point out. As far as him,
Wayne's music?
Well, not just his music, but just in his journey and just in some of the things that he's been through. There has been a lot of down moments, of course, but with anybody, you get down moments, you get good moments. So I think if you want to lean more into the down, you'll get more of that. If you want to start speaking to some of the positives and you want to start speaking to ways he has inspired people and all that, then you'll do that. As someone who had to look at, you know, R. Kelly. And yeah, R. Kelly is a disgusting man. He's one of my favorite artists at a certain point. Most of the songs that he was making wasn't about shit but sex. And yeah, he had a few positive joints in there. But, you know, I have no problem today saying that that man did not inspire me to be a better person or better human. He just has some good music. And if that's what LaRussell's take from listening to Wayne is, that's for him to take and that's for him to say. I think it's an interesting time for him saying it coming. It seems like he now has a little different spotlight on him after announcing that Roc Nation deal. So maybe this is why it's coming off to be more harsh than what it is. But I'm not mad.
I didn't think it was that harsh.
Really?
But I've also always been the guy, I've never liked Wayne's music.
Really?
Never, no. I like probably like 2 or 3 verses of his. No.
What don't you like about his music?
What he said. I feel, and maybe I haven't listened to the right records. And one of my best friends is a big Wayne fan. I feel like he's talking a bunch of nothing. I've never heard or even was able to really understand a record that he was even talking about.
So you think he lacks substance?
Yeah. And it's funny because a lot of people will like kind of come back with me because I'm a big M fan. but I feel like M talks about talks about shit. Wayne is just like, bro, I've never been a Wayne fan, like ever. Again, it's like 3 verses that I got from him. It's just like, what are we kind of like, he's like, well, what are we talking about? What are we, but again, everyone has their different preference in music. Like some people just like that, talking crap. My hip hop and my just music, it ain't just hip hop. My all music is when it's substance. We're talking about real stuff.
I'm always interested because for me, as I got older, certain things that I held on to in the past don't have the same effect today. Music, especially movies. And now when I start thinking about certain people too, like certain people that I cherished at a certain point in life, when I go back and analyze what they did, what they presented, how they presented it, be like, all right, it wasn't that meaningful. It felt great in the moment.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable, but does it stick with me? Is it something that I will continue to cherish? Nah, not really. So as much as I wanted to say at first, man, LaRussell, shut your ass up. When I stepped outside of my instant thought and took some time to think about it, wasn't mad at it.
Yeah, like I'll give it to him. Wayne's like he made a huge impact. So his career is impactful, inspiring to a lot of people. I think to tremendous amounts of people. I mean, I think he's, majorly impacted the way music is today. But
for sure.
The actual music, when you go listen to it, again, for people that just like music just to kick it and just have some fun and all that, that's probably there.
It works, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it ain't probably. It's there.
Yeah, it's there. But when you want to just go back, like he kind of said, and really listen, like, what are you saying? Again, not everyone's into that for music. Not everyone actually cares, but like they don't give a fuck about what you're saying.
Yeah. Salutes to Wayne, salutes to LaRussell. Congrats on your new deal. I'm not really a LaRussell music fan.
I've never heard a record of it.
But I like what he's doing. I like the man that he's presenting himself to be. I don't know if that's really real, but from what I've seen, from what I've heard, I just like what he's doing.
In his music, is it substance based?
I don't know. I don't listen to that bullshit. I mean, not saying bullshit, but I don't listen. Like whenever I have heard his music, it didn't do anything for me.
Jordana, have you ever listened to him? No. So.
Jordana, what do you do on your spare time? And you and say it as loud as possible. But what do you do in your spare time?
He plays ball.
As a 22-year-old kid, not kid, as a 22-year-old man.
Yeah, I do play basketball.
Basketball, okay.
I like video games.
Video games, okay.
Sometimes I just do random stuff with friends.
Okay, random stuff with friends.
Eat food.
Okay, eat. Yeah. All right, that's human stuff. All right. When do you make time for the bitches?
It always goes back to that.
You ain't got time for that right now. You just too focused, right?
You working?
I don't really make time for that, no.
Got it.
Yeah, you working.
Like a big focus, but
good.
Like I would like it to come one day.
There you go. He would like it, but you want it to come. You want a relationship to come. You just don't want to be out here tossing beat your thoughts all around. You. Okay. Here we go.
He's got his head on right. He's like corrupted.
We're not. Yeah, man, that's all the topics have for the day. This was more of a serious pod than I thought we were going to get.
Yes.
So maybe this is what was needed for the day.
Different vibes, right?
So,
a couple morbid topics. And
I want you guys to know this will happen once in a while. So I look forward to the next time I miss this to see the dynamic we get with Josiah and Joe.
Oh, yeah.
That to me is going
to... That's if that's a thing, We'll see, unless she has another...
No. We're going to make it a thing because I'm going to take a fucking day off. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find a way to where I just do not come in on a Monday. And you guys let's just mix it up and let's just see what depending
sticks.
on the topics of the week. Let's just see how this mixes up.
I'm good. I say I'm good with the regular stuff. You give me you turn a topic and get, some regular life in. Like I said, I don't know who this dude is, but I know Wayne.
We're going to make sure that at some point he gets hip to pop culture in some type of way. Yeah. If we got to put it on the ass of a Dominican woman for him to read it off of there, we going to get
That reminds me, there is actually a Monday I'm not here.
Oh, shit.
So Giordano looks like you're going to have to be on the board.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, let's see. Oh,
Wait. What Monday is it?
Next Monday.
Next Monday you're not here.
Yeah, it was quick.
Where will you be?
I'll be in DR.
Oh, my God. Sayo. Come back.
Come back.
Come back.
Come back.
Hurry, please. We got to have a conversation with him. It's not working. It's not working.
You know, I work. I bust my ass over here. Every once in a while, I just need a little getaway.
Go to Puerto Rico. Go to Jamaica. Go to freaking Argentina. Go anywhere else but DR. Like, you don't have to go to DR. Go to Miami.
It comes to me.
Go to. Oh my God. It's going to come to you. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Right in my DMs.
Yeah, this pray for him. Pray for him in his travels. Joe won't be here next week. Me and Sai will be back. Me and Sai are gonna get into more about Giordano too, though. We gonna figure out some more because look at
he's like fuck. He's gonna call out.
He's like I gotta take off too.
You want to come with me?
No.
You're from DR. See?
So you can't go with him. Actually, you might need to go with him.
Yeah.
You might be able to help him. I feel like you're the person that will keep him on the. That's the 22-year-old should not be the person.
She says she's a good influence. She says she's not like the one from before.
That's what they all say, Joe. What the fuck? What are we missing? Guys, thank you for tuning in. This is episode 11 of the Whatever Podcast. This shit's gonna be named. We're gonna get the name. I promise you we are. We're getting there. We're almost there. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, comment, do all that stuff. And hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell so you can get your notifications, all that. This month, we will be starting, I know we've been saying it, but this month we will be starting our dating show. It's going to happen. I have some candidates. I have not shared with anyone. But I want to tell you, this is going to be interesting. I hope you guys do your homework. Hope you guys get ready. Go get new outfits. Go do whatever you need to do.
I can't film mine in DR. I can't hire a videographer over there.
Thank you for tuning in, guys. This has been a great episode. We will see you next week, when Joe is off falling for the next trick. That's it. That's all I got. Until next time.
Stay tuned.
Peace.